You know the drill. Apple puts on a show, tells the world they've built the most powerful phone ever with the new iPhone 17 Pro Max, and the crowd goes wild. But what if the game's already moved on? Today, we're putting that best in the world claim to the test against 5 brand new rivals that are faster, last longer, or snap photos you'd swear came from a pro-grade camera. We're going to battle it out across 3 key areas: camera, battery, and performance. By the end of this, you might just be questioning everything you thought you knew about this year's top smartphone. This is the iPhone 17 Pro Max versus the world. Let's get into it. The King's benchmark, iPhone 17 Pro Max. Before we bring out the challengers, let's meet the champ. The iPhone 17 Pro Max is, no question, an absolute beast of a device. It's rocking the new A19 Pro chip with 12 gigabytes of RAM, making it ridiculously powerful. The screen is a gorgeous 6.9-inch Super Retina XDR display that hits an eye-watering 3,000 nits of outdoor brightness. The camera system is a triple 48-megapixel setup covering main, ultra-wide, and a new telephoto with a clean 4x optical zoom. And the battery, at 5,088 mAh, Apple is promising up to 39 hours of video playback, the best ever in an iPhone. On paper, it's the king. But a king's gotta defend his crown. Contender 1. Samsung Galaxy S25 Ultra first up, the old rival, Samsung's Galaxy S25 Ultra. For years, Samsung has been the go-to alternative to the iPhone, and this time, they're flexing their hardware muscles. Let's start with that camera. While the iPhone has a balanced 48-megapixel system, Samsung is firing back with a wild 200-megapixel main sensor. Where the iPhone offers a solid 4x zoom, the S25 Ultra packs a dual telephoto system with both 3x and 5x optical lenses. This gives you cleaner shots at those mid-range zooms and lets its space zoom go all the way to 100 times. In our side-by-side tests, the iPhone's photos are brilliant, but if you love punching in for those long-distance shots, the S25 Ultra's hardware just pulls in more detail. When it comes to video, however, Apple's ProRes RAW and legendary processing still give it the edge. So, for the camera, the S25 Ultra wins on zoom flexibility, but loses on overall video polish. Next, battery. The S25 Ultra has a 5,000 mAh battery, almost identical to the iPhone's. In the real world, it's a tight race, but the insane efficiency of the A19 Pro chip gives the iPhone a small but consistent lead in screen on time. The Samsung comes up a little short here. Finally, performance. Both phones have 12 gigabytes of RAM, and for everyday stuff, they feel just as fast. But when you really push them with 30-minute gaming sessions or 4K video exports, the iPhone's superior chip integration helps it keep its cool and avoid throttling. The S25 Ultra gets warmer and its performance dips sooner. It's a fantastic phone, especially for photographers, but it doesn't quite steal the crown. Contender 2, Google Pixel 10 Pro XL. Our next challenger is the brainiac of the bunch, the Google Pixel 10 Pro XL. Google's whole idea has never been about winning the spec war. It's about making the phone smarter. And you see that most clearly in the camera. The Pixel is famous for its computational photography, and the 10 Pro XL is on another level. Where the iPhone takes a great photo, the Pixel performs actual magic in bad lighting. Its knack for balancing tricky scenes, nailing skin tones, and pulling detail from the shadows is unreal. Plus, the AI editing suite, powered by Gemini, lets you do creative things Apple's ecosystem can't touch. For pure camera smarts and editing power, the Pixel beats the iPhone. Now for battery. The Pixel 10 Pro XL has a solid 5,200 mAh battery, a bit bigger than the iPhone's. It'll get you through the day no problem, but in head-to-head drain tests, it can't quite hang with the iPhone's marathon-like efficiency. In our continuous video loop test, the iPhone lasted significantly longer. The Pixel falls short. And performance? The new Google Tensor G5 chip inside the Pixel is incredibly smart, running all those cool AI features. But for raw horsepower and high frame rate games or heavy video work, the A19 Pro is just in a different class. The iPhone is simply more powerful. The verdict? If your phone is your camera first, meant for capturing life's messy, amazing moments, the Pixel 10 Pro XL is arguably the better tool. All right, we're 2 phones in, and the iPhone is still holding strong in 2 of our 3 categories. Before we see if the next challengers can finally knock it off the top spot, if you're finding this useful, do me a favor and hit that subscribe button. It helps a ton. Now, let's see what the spec monsters have to offer. Contender 3, Xiaomi 15 Ultra. Enter the dark horse, the Xiaomi 15 Ultra. This phone is a lesson in hardware excess, and it's packing some of the craziest specs you can buy. The camera is a perfect example. Xiaomi partnered with Leica and crammed in a quad camera system with a 200-megapixel periscope zoom and a main 50-megapixel sensor that has a massive 1-inch sensor size. It even has a variable aperture, a feature you usually only find on professional cameras, which gives you way more control over your shots. This hardware-first approach delivers incredible flexibility. For pure camera hardware and pro-level features, the Xiaomi beats the iPhone. Next, battery. Xiaomi put a 5,410 mAh battery in this thing. It's not just bigger on paper, this phone is a true marathon runner. It consistently gives you more screen-on time than the iPhone, especially when you're pushing it hard. On battery, the Xiaomi 15 Ultra beats the iPhone. Finally, performance. This phone runs on the Snapdragon 8 Elite chipset. In raw benchmarks, it trades blows with Apple's A19 Pro, sometimes even winning in multi-core tests. And thanks to its own advanced cooling, it stays stable under pressure, rivaling the iPhone in the most demanding games. On performance, the Xiaomi 15 Ultra matches the iPhone. This is the first challenger to beat or match the iPhone in all 3 categories. Contender 4, OnePlus 15. Our 4th contender comes from a brand that built its name on being a flagship killer. The OnePlus 15 is all grown up, but it hasn't lost its obsession with speed. Let's talk performance first, because that's where OnePlus always shines. It's got the same Snapdragon 8 Elite chip, but you can get it with an insane 16 gigabytes or even 24 gigabytes of RAM. While the iPhone is fast, the OnePlus 15 feels faster day to day. Apps snap open instantly, and multitasking is just buttery smooth. For that feeling of real-world speed, the OnePlus 15 beats the iPhone. All that power needs a huge battery, and OnePlus delivered. The OnePlus 15 uses a massive silicon carbon battery with a capacity around 7,300 mAh. It's not just about lasting a full day. This phone is pushing comfortably into day 2. In multiple tests, it's shown better screen-on time than the iPhone. On battery life, the OnePlus 15 is the clear winner. So, what's the catch? The camera? For years, that was OnePlus's weak spot, but their Hasselblad partnership is really paying off. The triple 50-megapixel camera system takes photos with beautiful natural colors, and the video quality is finally good enough to compete with the iPhone. It might not have the crazy zoom of the Samsung or the AI magic of the Pixel, but for overall quality, it's right there with the best. The camera on the OnePlus 15 matches the iPhone. Contender 5, Samsung Galaxy S26 Ultra. For our final challenger, we're going to cheat a little and look into the near future with the Samsung Galaxy S26 Ultra. It isn't officially out yet, but based on credible leaks, it's aiming to shake things up when it arrives. The camera system is where it could really stand out. It's rumored to still have a 200-megapixel main sensor and a dual telephoto setup, but the image processing is expected to be a generation ahead. One killer feature we're hearing about is horizontal lock, which could keep your video incredibly stable, even if you're moving around. While the iPhone will likely still have an edge in color accuracy, the S26 Ultra's rumored versatility and zoom could give it the win on features. But all that power might come at a cost. Early whispers suggest that under sustained heavy use, the battery could drain faster than the iPhone 17 Pro Maxes. During heavy gaming or continuous video recording, the iPhone's efficiency will likely still win out. So on battery, the S26 Ultra is expected to fall short. The same story might apply to performance. The Snapdragon 8 Gen 5 processor is expected to be incredibly powerful in short bursts. However, under sustained heavy workloads, reports suggest the chip might throttle. Stability is key for pro users, and here, the iPhone will likely remain king. The S26 Ultra will probably fall short on sustained performance. Final tally and conclusion. So let's tally the score. Is the iPhone 17 Pro Max outdated? Not a chance. But for the first time in a while, it is definitely not the undisputed champ. In the camera department, the crown is shattered. The iPhone is no longer the automatic best. The Pixel 10 Pro XL won with its incredible AI and software smarts. The Xiaomi 15 Ultra won with its pro-grade hardware and flexibility. And the rumored Galaxy S26 Ultra could win on unmatched zoom and game-changing features. On battery life, the iPhone was flat-out beaten. Both the Xiaomi 15 Ultra and the OnePlus 15 offer noticeably better endurance, pushing the whole industry toward a real two-day standard. And in performance, it's a split decision. The A19 Pro chip is still the king of sustained power, making it the top choice for serious mobile gamers and video pros. But for the day-to-day feeling of speed and multitasking, the OnePlus 15 with all that RAM pulled ahead. The iPhone 17 Pro Max is still a fantastic, reliable phone. It's the master of efficiency, the king of stability, and the safest choice you can make. But the game has changed. If you want the absolute best battery life, the OnePlus 15 is your winner. If you want a camera that feels like a professional piece of hardware, that's the Xiaomi 15 Ultra. And if you want the smartest camera that makes every shot look better, you get the Google Pixel. The future of smartphones isn't about one king anymore. It's about choosing your champion. But that's just my take after weeks of testing. Which phone do you think won this battle? Let me know your thoughts down in the comments below. And if you want to see more deep dives like this, make sure you're subscribed with notifications on. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.